I just have to show you. I have 2 of these blossoming dahlias, and they are just this gorgeous fall fire red color. I am so excited that these are finally blooming. And then I think I have a cafe au lait behind it, so like in a week these are gonna be absolutely gorgeous. My zinnias. So it looks like 3 days of frost pretty much killed off most of outside. It was really sad because they were just starting to take off, but so like these tomatoes right here, these green ones, I'm gonna still pick them and then ripen them inside. I might just leave them on for the week and see if they start to blush, because we do have warmer temps this week. But as far as like further production on them, they're gone. And then the pumpkin, that was wiped out. Although I do still have, like that one right there, that one's about to turn orange. So once that one does, and once the one in the very back on the ground turn color, I will pick them. I'll even pick them early, so like once it starts to turn color, I can just let them ripen outside, it's fine. And then I'll rip the pumpkin out because it just looks so sad right now. Like, this is all lush jungle vines, even on the floor down here, and it's just sad. These melons are a perfect example of what frost does. It just, they're gone. So I'm gonna have to pick these 2. I don't know if they're ready. The one large cantaloupe probably is ready, but the others, I don't know. We'll find out. If they're not, I'll just give them to the chickens. My other stuff that died, like, I was so sad at these peppers. They were doing so well, and now they're just, I am gonna leave them on this week because like I have a couple peppers on there that are small that can probably, I don't know, produce a little more this week with the higher temps. And then like my bell pepper, those are beautiful bell peppers. And the leaves on them look okay, so they might bounce back this week, I'm not sure. Same thing with this one, the banana pepper, and my dahlias. I got a couple weeks of beautiful gold red dahlias, and then the frost just annihilated some purple ones too. Like, I think look at this beautiful purple white mix. But these dahlias are just gone, like wiped out. The only ones still somewhat standing are supposed to be these dinner plate cafe au lait, but the buds on them are brown, so I'm pretty sure it's gone, which sucks. I never got any, but they did enough where I think I can reserve the tubers for next year and plant a lot sooner. Because like, look, that is brown, and they're like limp Their structure is just not there anymore. Also, what died? Anything squash related. Gone. My greens are still fine, so I've got tons of arugula and bok choy. They're doing okay. Again, more pumpkin vines. Gone. Oh, the corn. Corn also gone. That's done. It's a sad moment, but I learned a lot. I think at this point, the pumpkins are also lost. And that beautiful pumpkin trellis gone. This is what happens when frost hits all of my squash. Sad. This is the newest part of the garden. Planted, I want to say like mid-September. This is the quinoa. It's looking okay. Everything under here. The beans in this row were not looking very great after this frost, but they're still alive. This row in here, the komatsuma and choisam, that looks okay. The komatsuma in the back here looks okay. Everything else, questionable. Peas are okay. This morning the calendula was frozen and it bounced back. So, fingers crossed. Over on this side, the tunnel. The Jack B. Little pumpkin vine. That's pretty much done. Gone. I have like tiny little pumpkins on, like so tiny. They're basically the size of a tomato. They're useless. They're cute though. They're useless. I do still have these two dahlias left. Which is really nice. Everything in here, there's no sign of frost in here, which is really, really good. Even the plants here on the end in the boxes, there's no sign of frost. So the only thing is that they are starting to like brown and dry and blight out, which is okay because then all the tomatoes should start producing. But if we get anywhere to the low 30s again in the next week, like they're just not going to produce color, and I'll have to ripen the rest inside in green, which sucks, but it's possible. So they're not wasted, but I would like more on the vine. Okay, in the jungle. So, I still have some squash here. Still have zucchinis producing, weirdly enough. I only have like one tomato that's showing serious blight and just dead, but there's still tomatoes on it that need to ripen. These are the early girls and cherries. There's a lot of green on them, still need to ripen. I've been picking at them slowly. On this side, so it really is a jungle in here. This row is all of the steak tomatoes, and specifically the really good black from Tula that is just now my absolute favorite. They come out looking really wonky, but the taste is just so sweet. I'm never doing anything different. Even the early girls, I might replace with just black Tula next year. They just take a really, really long time to ripen, but I have so much in there, and I'm really happy. So, trying to scavenge and save what's left in this garden this year, and I have learned a lot, so that's the best part, and keep doing it next year. So we extended the coop. Dan is priming it right now. This is going to be for the nesting boxes. And we just put some doors in our and used all scrap wood to make this. He did a really good job. Now we just gotta paint and prime. This is Fat Thor.